said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense will get the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll try the right side. Steamrolls his way ahead. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets open down the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got.
Oh, he's got some space.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season.
He's got it! He will score! Touchdown, Panthers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win, football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the wideout. Trying to impose their will with the run. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality. Offensive line gets to assert themselves. Run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Miami. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Pitt pushing the pace.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the tight end. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to 2. Nice bounce.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Pulled it, finds his man on the left.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
And that pressure got to him.
He's got it up to 15. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quick handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And they will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the tailback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. The throw, intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of...
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Hit right back to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. To the air on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Mars. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Got him downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. A great catch and run for 6. Here comes the 2-point try. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3. Pitt pushing the pace.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun to Gill, looking for room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Off play action on first down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 18 to Miami. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Plucks it out of the air.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to do it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Touchdown! Finally got it! And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Notre Dame would love to just run this thing out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent.